By subscribing and liking the content, give us a like to continue delivering the most important information. Stay safe by being vigilant. With that out of the way, let's delve into today's news. Unveiling the truth, Palestine Action against baseless allegations. Recent events have thrust the Palestine Action group into the spotlight, as they find themselves unjustly accused of plotting to disrupt the London Stock Exchange, LSE. Allegations, originating from sources such as the Daily Express newspaper, have painted a misleading picture of the group's intentions, diverting attention from their legitimate advocacy efforts. Despite claims suggesting plans to disrupt the LSE, it's essential to scrutinize the credibility of these accusations. The LSE transitioned to electronic trading back in 1986, rendering physical disruptions virtually impossible. Yet, these outdated claims continue to be weaponized against Palestine Action, tarnishing their reputation and distracting from their noble cause. Palestine Action, a grassroots organization rooted in British soil, has long been committed to nonviolent activism aimed at ending the arms trade fueling conflicts in the Palestinian territories. Their efforts to march nonviolently against weapon manufacturers supplying the Israeli government are grounded in principles of peace and justice, not acts of sabotage as alleged, even though, while you are taking part in this news, weapons are being moved from the UK to Israel. In the face of these baseless accusations, Palestine Action maintains its innocence and unwavering dedication to peaceful resistance. Members of the group vehemently deny any involvement in criminal activities, emphasizing their commitment to nonviolent protest as a means of effecting positive change. As the legal proceedings unfold, it becomes increasingly evident that the allegations against Palestine Action lack substance and credibility. Rather than rushing to judgment, it is imperative to critically examine the motives behind these accusations and consider the broader context in which they arise. The Palestine Action Group's advocacy efforts, rooted in a deep-seated commitment to social justice, deserve recognition and support, not unfounded scrutiny and condemnation. By standing in solidarity with Palestine Action, we affirm our collective commitment to upholding principles of fairness, transparency, and accountability in the pursuit of a more just and peaceful world. And now, as we reach the end of our news segment, please remember, for a detailed list of our sources, you can find them in the description of our YouTube video. I never inject my personal opinions into any of the news pieces we produce, which is why I clarify my position in the post-source announcements. This represents my clear vision of the future. If the West fails to uphold the system they established for the purported purpose they claimed, rather than perpetuating the apartheid situation they've sustained for a century, significant consequences await. Looking at the broader picture, it's conceivable that someone is targeting the London Stock Exchange for cyber attacks. It's crucial to acknowledge that while this group's primary goal is peaceful protest against violence, the perpetuation of violence in the region is fueled by Israel's continued armament. Given Israel's history of committing atrocities in Palestine over the past 75 years, supporting them with additional weaponry is unconscionable. It's evident that those supporting Israel in these accusations may inadvertently embolden efforts to disrupt the London Stock Exchange. As a cybersecurity analyst, I foresee potential cyber attacks targeting the UK, especially if law enforcement agencies unjustly target nonviolent groups like Palestine Action. The failure to heed prior warnings and implement adequate cybersecurity measures by the UK government is regrettable. This situation presents an opportunity to reassess and fortify various aspects of the London Stock Exchange. Moreover, it underscores the urgent need for the US, UK, Canada, Israel, and their allies, including the EU, to prioritize addressing real threats. Instead of focusing on contrived allegations, attention should be directed towards holding accountable entities responsible for egregious human rights violations through the International Court of Justice. There's a concerning trend of powerful nations skirting accountability for their actions, which only perpetuates injustice and nuclear proliferation. The origin of this crisis can be traced back to actions taken by Western powers against Germany during World War II. The displacement of Jewish people without the consent of the Palestinian population laid the groundwork for the ongoing occupation and oppression in the region. It's apparent that the West's initial intent to safeguard Israel has evolved into an endorsement of apartheid and genocidal warfare. The pivotal question remains, will the International Court fulfill its mandate to address these gross violations of human rights and international law? The responsibility lies with a handful of judges tasked with upholding justice. In the digital age, the threat extends beyond conventional warfare to encompass vulnerabilities in vital infrastructure like broadband cables. The ongoing Red Sea conflict poses a risk to these critical communication channels, highlighting the need for proactive measures to safeguard global connectivity. If the trajectory of global politics continues to prioritize militarization and nuclear proliferation over diplomacy and human rights, every nation must confront its capacity to develop and deploy destructive weaponry. The suffering endured by the people of Gaza serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked aggression and geopolitical maneuvering. Thank you to everyone who watched today's program. Remember, by following us, you become part of a reliable source for information and advice. Whether you like the program or not, please press subscribe to join our community. This helps us improve and ensures you are among the first to receive our latest news and programs. Don't forget to hit the like button and share our channel with your friends. Farewell, until we meet again.